Towanna Murphy Show. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Towanna Murphy Show. That's what's up. Towanna Murphy Show.
That's what's up. The Towanna Murphy Show.
In the last 4 years, you've seen the true colors of everybody that didn't like us. So I'm not going to say names right now. But only thing I'm going to say is, you better hope your ass don't get in trouble. And you need Murphy to get you out of it.
That's what's up. The Towanna Murphy Show. Where you got to tune in. Want the real in your host. What's going on, man? She knows the most. Memphis and Mid-South, tune in, cause the diva is on.
That's what's up.
And good evening. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 31, Comcast 17. You can also watch the show on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, on demand, Facebook, and YouTube Live. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Evening. And I didn't even shut this phone off. We are going to have a discussion today. And before I go into the discussion, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about early voting. We are now in early voting. Early voting started July 15th. July 15th through July 30th is early voting. And election day is August 4th. So if you have not voted, I suggest that you go ahead and vote. Now remember, I need y'all to vote. I need y'all to vote for George Dempsey Summers. He is running for Register of Deeds. I don't know if y'all can see my shirt or not, but George Dempsey Summers, he is running for Register of Deeds. I am his campaign manager. Can you hear me clear on that, George? All right. Okay, so some people, if you cannot, if you have not voted, I suggest you vote. Most people just get angry and say, well, I'm not voting because it don't do any good. Well, if you don't vote, the same people that you want in office is going to get back in office because you didn't vote. I suggest that you vote. I need you to vote. We all need you to vote. That's the only way we're going to make change in our city, is that we get out and vote for our local elections, our primary elections, our city elections. That's how we get things moving in our city. If we want change, then change start with us. And starting with us means we get out and we vote. We gotta vote. It's important that we vote. So I'm going to keep elaborating on this all the way until August 4th. So every show that I do, you will hear me talk about voting. I'm going to talk about Kim Burrell in a little bit, because I think everybody's upright. It's just a Facebook frenzy right now going on with Kim Burrell. And somebody asked me to talk about it earlier because I had said something on my post concerning her. But I will talk about that. Before I go into that, I wanted to talk about my birthday bash. My birthday bash is August 2nd. It's a Tuesday night. Some people say, you gonna have it on Tuesday night? Yes, I'm going to have my birthday bash on a Tuesday night. It is in West Memphis at the Chocolate City. That is 1701 East Broadway in West Memphis, Arkansas. And some of my guests that will be appearing is some of the Four Tops. Alexander Morris will be my special guest. Tony Grant will be my special guest. I have Chick Rogers, who will be my special guest. Who else? I don't know what happened with this thing. Baby, my lines are, y'all, let me shut this off, y'all. So my special guest will be Chick Rogers, Charles Wells. They're all making appearances. Archie Love, Tim Prees, Larry Dotson, a whole lot of celebrities. I got a lot of celebrities. Let me just put it like that. There'll be a lot of celebrities in the house. I have a lot of city officials that's coming. I have sheriffs and senators and mayors and judges that will be in the house that night. I got confirmation from a lot of our state representatives that will be there. It's gonna be. I think I have to get security now. At first, I didn't think I had to get that many security. I had about one. So I may have to get a few security guards in there because I do have a lot of high-profile professionals that will be at my birthday party on August 2nd. It is August 2nd, y'all. It is a all-white birthday bash. It is my birthday bash. It's $15 to get in. That's the general admission because I think all of my VIPs are gone. All of my VIPs are gone. So It's just the general seating that's available right now. So if you haven't got your tickets, please get your tickets. You can call Tony. Her number is 901-601-5009. That's 901-601-5009. And that is for my birthday bash. And I hate to say, I know I hate to say, but I have to say, we are just in an important time of our lives right now. And I've seen a lot of things happen out there on the campaign trail as I campaign for George Dempsey Summers. I see a lot of things happening out there. A lot of stuff going on. And I just want to just talk about what I see before I go into that story. I just want to talk about some of the things that I see, the battles that's going on, the bickering, the fighting. Of course, we know in a political season you have a lot of bickering, a lot of fighting going back and forth. He said, she said, they said, and if they throwing stuff up. And so Barbara Cooper is running for re-election for State Representative District 86. I am supporting her in her race, and here's why. She has a bill on the floor, and that bill needs to be passed. She has a conflict resolution bill on the floor, and it's already moving, and it needs to be passed. Most people are running against her because they say she's too old to be re-elected. Well, Barbara Cooper is sharper than anybody that I know. She's 93 years old. She's the oldest state representative, but she's smarter than anybody I know. She can recall everything. She will call you back. She's that type of woman. She's a woman with integrity. She has a proven track record. So when y'all go out and vote, and if you're in District 86, I am asking you to vote for Barbara Cooper. Barbara Cooper is reliable and she's trustworthy. Her age has nothing to do with her capability and what she can and cannot do. So I thought I'd stress that a little bit more, because people always saying, Barbara Cooper, Barbara Cooper, Barbara Cooper. She's 93 years old. She can't do this. Barbara Cooper is a sharp cookie. So I'm asking you, if you're in District 86, vote for Barbara Cooper. This is early voting week. This week and next week is all early voting week. And we are asking you to vote for State Representative Barbara Cooper. I'm saying this before I go into my commercial break, because after my commercial break, I'll tell you what my thoughts are about Kim Burrell. I'll tell you my thoughts and what I think about her and what she's done. George Dempsey Summers is running for Register of Deeds. I would like for you to vote for him. He's soliciting your votes. Steve Mulroy is running for District Attorney against Amy Wyrick. I would like for you to vote for him. Marilee Harris is running to be re-elected. I'm asking you to vote for him. Now, Wednesday, I have two guests that will be with me Wednesday, and that is Patrick Dandridge, Judge Patrick Dandridge. He is running for environmental judge. He's running to be re-elected. Of course, many of you have questions. I have questions myself. We'll ask him those questions on Wednesday. Then we got Sanjeev Mamula. He'll be here. He's running for criminal court. I think it's criminal court. Is it criminal court? Well, I think it's criminal court, District 8. Criminal court, District 8. Before I go into the Kim Burrell story, criminal court, District 8, I think he's running for. He'll be my special guest as well. Remember earlier in the week I said, if you want to call into the show, I will accept your calls. But if you call in playing, then that's why I don't accept calls, because I don't like all of that. That's why I don't accept calls. I don't like calls because when I do accept calls, then people play on the phone. I don't have time for that. We all grown folk, and I don't think grown folks should be playing on nobody's phone. If you want to call and talk about a topic, I would allow you to talk. Today I said if they want to call in and talk about the topic about Kim Burrell, I will let you say your spiel. But if you call my show playing, I'm going to hang up on you. I'm just going to hang up on you. Because those are things that I just don't want to do. I don't want to play those games. I don't want to do that. I want to just be able to have a show where people don't call on your phone, call and play. Like when I had Steve Morrow here the other day, y'all know what happened. They were just playing on the phone, just being silly, just playing on the phone. Grown folk, playing on the phone. Ain't nobody got time for that. Especially grown women, like, ain't nobody got time for that foolishness. So we're going to have a good conversation. Now, I open my line, let you talk to me after the commercial break, because I do want to say something about what happened with Kim Burrell. Many of y'all have seen it already, talked about it already, upset about it already. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. I'm going to talk about what went on in that setting, what happened. I watched the video. Many of y'all watched the video. It is what it is. But I will talk about that when I come out of my commercial break. We'll talk about it. If you want to call, I put the number up so you can call in if you want to. Was it 901-244-6874? That is 901-244-6874. If you want to call in and talk about it, we can call in and talk about it. But here's the thing. Let me see how I want to say this. You know, sometimes you just want to say something and it's on the tip of your tongue. Have y'all ever been in a situation where you want to say something that's on the tip of your tongue and you just can't say it? You want to say it, but then you kind of forget. It's like, man, I know I want to say it, but you can't say it because it's on the tip of your tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue and I want to say it, but I can't say it. I don't remember what it was. But I will open my lines and let y'all call in and talk if you want to talk about it. Do you think she was wrong? Was she wrong? Was Kim Burrell wrong for calling somebody ugly? For calling folk ugly? That's been a discussion all day. That's been a discussion all week. Well, I think what happened a few days ago. I think it happened a few days ago. I think it happened a few days ago with Kim Burrell calling somebody ugly in the church. So, if you want your spiel, you want to talk about it, that's fine. You can call in. But please be respectful when you do call in. Only thing I'm saying is, you know, we're not going to call names. I just want you to express how you felt about Kim Burrell and why did she say that? Why do you think she said that? But, of course, we all know Kim has said a whole lot of stuff. Whole lot of stuff that's disrespectful. A whole lot of stuff she said is disrespectful. And don't nobody like it. But we'll talk about it. Because it's just what we are in a time right now where we don't need to have people that we look up to, people that we respect, people that's in high places to tear us down, if y'all get my drift. To tear us down. We go through enough in our daily lives. So we're not looking for people like Kim Burrell or anybody else that's of that magnitude to tear somebody down or tear people down, period. Woman of God. Preach the word. Can sing. She's one of the women that I know can do a run. She can run like nobody's business she can run. Talented woman. But she makes some mistakes. Some people say she's outspoken. We all outspoken. I'm outspoken. But I'm outspoken to a point. It's being outspoken. I say what I need to say, and I leave it there. Most people say what they need to say and they leave it there. I say what I need to say and I'm done with it. But I've never disrespected anybody and called them out their name or called them ugly or, said something rude and disrespectful in front of a whole lot of people. I've never done, wait, did I do that? I have to think about that one. Y'all have to think about that one. Have I ever done it? And I'm trying to think if I ever done it before. I don't think I've ever done it. I swear I don't think I ever done it. Now, I've shot off a few times, yes. Y'all know I have. I've shot off a few times, and I didn't care at the time, but I've shot off a few times. I have. Done it long time before. I've done it. I've shot off. Y'all know I have. Shot off real quick. But lately, I have not shot off on anybody because I don't have a need to shoot off on anybody. Because what I've learned is this, and where I am now, where God has placed me at this moment, I've learned this. You don't have to shoot off on anybody. You don't have to blast nobody's business. You don't have to get out there and call them out their name. You don't have to give them that same energy that they're giving you. I had to learn that. I don't have to give them the same energy that they're giving to me. Because if I know it ain't true, guess what? I don't have to respond to it. It took me long enough to learn that. Because many of y'all know I will shoot off. You come at me, I'm coming for you. Y'all know it. Y'all know how I get down. You come for me, I'm coming for you. You want to fight me, I'm going to fight you. That's what I used to do. That's what I used to do. But I had to grow up. I had to grow up. And in life, we have to grow up. I had to grow up. Because I had to recognize what position I'm in. And being in this position, you cannot just jump off the handle when you feel like it because you have a name for yourself. Yes, I have a name for myself. But I also have a lot to lose, too. And when you worked hard to get in a position in which Kim is, you can't just get out there and just call people ugly. Is it time for my break? Yeah, George? Yeah, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. And when I come back from my commercial break, I'm going to open my lines up for y'all. If you want to call and give me your idea, and it's okay to call and be respectful. If you want to call and be respectful, it's because I very seldom open my lines. So if you want to call and talk about Kim Burrell or what you think, if it was she wrong, was she right? You asked me she was wrong. But if she's wrong, she's right. I want to hear what you have to say. My lines will be open when I come back from commercial break. 901-244-6874. That's 901-244-6874. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 17, Comcast 31, Roku, Apple TV, On Demand, YouTube, and Facebook Live. Remember, news is news. Facts is facts. Miss Ruby sung the blues. And Towanna gonna bring you the news. I'll be right back right after this.
4 years ago, we showed that a kid from Whitehaven, the son of a high school guidance counselor and a repairman, could serve and lead in our community. We showed that our greatest strength in our community is our people. Our community is full of young and young at heart, hopeful and successful, native Memphians and millennials who chose the 901. With your help, we can show the world that we can do it again. Let's get started.
Hello, Shelby County. My name is George Dempsey Summers. I am running for the Register of Deeds in the upcoming general election. I'm a lifelong Memphian, married of 20 years. I am currently employed with Shelby County government of 10 years. Prior to that, I was employed with the Memphis City Schools for 31 years. I have been behind the scenes working to serve the community for over 41 years. The reason why I'm running for office is the law on the books needs to be changed. Here in Shelby County, quitclaim deeds are being forged and filed in the Register of Deeds office. That means they are stealing your property. I am asking for your vote to stop the steal. Vote for me, George Dempsey Summers. Early voting, July the 15th. Election day, August the 4th. Stop the steal. Vote George Dempsey Summers, Register of Deeds.
Paid for by friends of George Summers.
And we're back. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 17, Comcast 31, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, YouTube, Facebook Live, and all those other digital networks. I am back. If you would like to advertise or sponsor the Towanna Murphy Show, feel free to call me at 901-437-2717. That's 901-437-2717. 2717. People are asking me questions on Facebook, so I guess I have to address the questions that they've been asking me about Kim Burrell. They said I called her name. She called somebody ugly. She called a lot of people ugly. You have to go back and watch the video. I put the link on my page because some people was asking about the link. Where can they find the link? But it's been so many people sharing it all over Facebook. In fact, it went viral with her calling people ugly. And I think it was distasteful. I'm going to say that. Can I say it that way? It was distasteful. And sometimes when you call the saints out their name, let me just say it this way. She's so outspoken that she's too outspoken. Can I say it that way? She's so outspoken that she's too outspoken. And I think that some things just don't need to be said from a woman that's a preacher. Video have been shared thousands of times about what she said over that pulpit. Some people love Kim Burrell. Some people don't like Kim Burrell. That's same with anybody that's in a leadership role. Some people like her, some people don't. The church as we know it has changed. We all know that. The church as we know it has changed. And for people that stand behind that pulpit and just outright degrade somebody, that's disrespectful. And it's hurtful. It's hurtful because it comes from somebody that we look up to. So it's hurtful. Not only is it hurtful to the people that's sitting there in the audience, it's hurtful to the people that watch it. You don't have to be there to see it. You don't have to be there to know that you heard by something Kim Burrell has said to the people. Because we look at her differently. But then some things that come out of her mouth is just rude and distasteful. It's rude and distasteful. And I don't think that she should have called anybody ugly. Anybody. She should have called, she talked about the ladies with the hats. Ladies, y'all got y'all hats on and y'all covering y'all face, you ugly. You know, it's things that you just don't say. Even if you thought somebody was ugly, you don't call them ugly in a position in which Kim Burrell is in. So some people say, oh, she's going to go off and she's going to talk about Kim. No, I'm not going to talk about Kim, but it was distasteful. It was. What she said was distasteful. And now that you have said it, you can't go back and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because sorry ain't cutting it right now. Sorry is not cutting it. Somebody just said on Facebook, truth hurts. No, I'm sorry. You don't call nobody ugly. I don't care who, even if they are ugly, you don't call them ugly. You just don't. You don't. But I guess that's what happens when you're a woman, a man of cloth. You can just call people what you want to call them, talk about them the way you want to talk about them, and it's okay. And I can't believe the amount of people that pushes it on and accepts it. Oh, it's okay, she said it. You know, and some people root for it. I don't root for disrespect. I don't root for rudeness. Especially when you're supposed to be a pastor, a bishop, evangelist. I don't accept that. Because even if you are a not so cute person, you got a beautiful personality that makes you a beautiful person. I'd rather talk to a person that they say ugly, but got a beautiful spirit, versus sitting with somebody that's pretty and got a nasty attitude, a nasty disposition. I don't want to fool with you. I don't want to work with anybody or fool with anybody that has a nasty disposition. I don't want you it's just one of those things where you have to be respectful. You're in the church. Kim Burrell is in the church. And I don't think that was appropriate. It's just my take on it. Now, rather some people want to say she can say what she wants and root her wrong, or some people may say, well, you know, it was disrespectful. It was rude. You have your people. You have people that's for you. You have people that there's a whole lot of negative people out here. Let me just put it that way. We have a whole lot of negative people out here that will just say anything and think it's okay. I notice one thing about anything. I notice one thing. People love to see people hurt. Hurt people like to see people hurt. Maybe Kim Burrell is going through some things that she needs to fix about herself. Maybe Kim Burrell is going through some hurt, and because she hurt, maybe she just want to hurt somebody else. Maybe she's going through that. But because you're hurt, it doesn't mean that you hurt somebody else because you're hurting. A lot of people you see that stand before us, a lot of the leaders, the people that's in the church, and a lot of people that you see, city officials, you see them and you say they got it all together. But when the cameras are off, they don't. When the cameras are off, you see the real them. So they put on this persona in front of the cameras to make you think that they are all of this. Everything is going so right. They got the best cars, the best hair, best makeup. They got everything's going so right for them when you see them in front of the camera. But when that camera is off, a whole different story. Money is not everything. Being in the spotlight is not everything if you're not happy. A lot of people are not happy being in the spotlight. I'm in the spotlight all the time. So when the camera's on, you see Towanna Murphy. When the camera's off, guess what? You see Towanna Murphy. Know why? Because I don't change for anybody. Y'all know me. Y'all been knowing me for years. Y'all been following me for years. Y'all know me. I'm straightforward. We'll tell you what it is. If something is bothering me, y'all know I'll tell y'all something. I ain't feeling right about this. If I'm going through something, I share with you. Because when you're a public figure, your business is public. Sorry, your business is public. When you are a public figure, your business is public. You don't have no business when you're a public figure and you trying to hide things. You don't have a private, nothing is private when you're a public figure. Nothing is private. Some people say, oh, that's my business. It's my business. It's that man's person. I've said it before. I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. I said it recently about Jairus. I said it recently. Whatever that man do in his private business, that's his private business. But one thing I had to learn, in a public setting, and you're a public figure, your private business does matter. No matter how much we want to say that man's business is his business. So I'm switching back and forth here. Stay with me. Keep the camera on me because I'm going to get back to where I was. Keep it on me because I'm going somewhere with this. With Jairus, the school superintendent, I said that. I said, that's that man's private business. If that man want to do whatever he want to do, let that man do what he do. That's his private business. If he wanted some extra cat, let him have the extra cat. It's his business. But you know what somebody said to me? No, Towanna, he's still a public figure. And because he's still a public figure, his business is public. So you have no private business. When you become a public figure, you have no private business. So going back to Kim Burrell, her being a public figure, maybe she's going through some things in her private life that she took it out on the people and disrespected the people because she's going through something. Maybe she needs somebody to come and minister to her. Instead of her ministering to people, maybe she needs somebody to come and minister to her because she's going through some things. Did it make me look at her differently? Well, I looked at her differently years ago. But did it make me look at her any different than anybody? I said that. I said on my page earlier, I said, I'm not going to support Kim Burrell. I'm not going to support nothing she does because she was rude and disrespectful. That's what I said on my page. But I had to realize one thing. Being in the position that Kim is, you go through a lot. You go through a lot, and sometimes you don't even know that you're lashing out at folk. Sometimes I didn't even know that I was lashing out at folk because when you become a public figure and you become on this pedestal, you have to be careful of what you do and how you do it. Even in your private life, you don't have a private life when you're a public figure. So I thought that Jairus had a private life. Jairus Ray had a private life. Because I said, hey, this is man's business. But your private life does catch up to your public life. Whether we want to see it that way or not, it catches up to you. So when you think you're doing something, you think you're getting away with something, you're not. Because it may not catch you right at that moment. It may catch you years down the line, then you may be caught right there. Prime example, R. Kelly. The stuff that R. Kelly was doing, he was caught. He did that stuff years ago, 30 years ago to be exact. 30 years later, he's serving a 30-year prison sentence for some things that he did 30 years ago, all the way up to now. So don't think that you're doing something in your private life that you don't get caught, especially when you are a public figure. So if you are an actress or an actor and you're famous and you're a pastor or a bishop, or whether you're a mayor, a senator, or a governor, don't think a city council person, talk show host, whatever you may do that you are in the spotlight for, don't think that your private life won't catch up to you, especially if you're doing underhanded stuff. Or you're doing it with somebody that don't have anything to lose. Jairus was just so happened to mess with somebody, and because I'm jumping back and forth here, y'all, stay with me. Because he was jumping back and forth doing things that he had no business doing, and he did it with people that don't have class. I ain't gonna say class, I take it back. He did it with people that don't have anything to lose. I'll say it that way. Have anything to lose. I got a lot to lose here. So I can't afford to do crazy stuff out of the ordinary like I used to do. Some of y'all know me. Y'all know I jump off the handle in a minute and be ready to fight. Y'all know me. But for the last 3-4 years, no, I take it back. Because y'all remember what happened 8 months ago. But that's neither here nor there. Let's not talk about that. I don't even want no flashback. I don't want no flashback. Put that in the back of my mind. Want to take it up, throw it away. But here's the thing. Even the situation that I was recently in, and y'all know I don't mind telling my story. Recently in, I had to shut up. The hardest thing for Murphy to do was to shut up. Much as I wanted to strike back, much as I wanted to come harder, but I had to learn to shut up. Because all battles are not Towanna's. The battle is mine, said the Lord. So I had to just shut up and let God fight battles for me. That was the hardest thing I had to learn, was to shut up. even if I wanted to say it, I couldn't say it. Because I wanted to say it, but I couldn't. So even with Kim Burrell and what she's dealing with right now and what she done, she didn't think before she said that. She just said it. And you know why she said it? She said it because she's going through some things in her personal life, that she brought that personal life to her public life, and she threw it on the people of God. Some people would say she was harsh. Yes, I said it. Y'all know, y'all heard me say it. I said it on my Facebook page. I ain't gonna do nothing with Kim Burrell. I don't want to support her. I ain't gonna buy nothing. Da 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 da. But we also got to look at the pattern of Kim Burrell. Kim has been lashing out for the last few years, and I don't know if many of you have seen that or not. Kim has been lashing out for the last few years. So we have to look at that. Why is Kim lashing out at the people? Kim is hurting somewhere. I had to go back and re-examine that thing earlier today. She's hurting. And I don't know if anybody has really looked at that. We threw our stones at her. I threw my stone at Kim. I did. Early today, y'all see this on my page. I threw my stone at Kim Burrell because she called the people ugly. I threw my stone at her. But I also had to go back and re-examine myself and realize, why did she say that? Not just calling people ugly, but she lashed out a while back. Y'all remember what she said about the homosexuals, the gays and homosexuals and transgenders. Y'all heard what she said about that. There's some other things that Kim has said. She's lashing out. Kim is reaching for help, and I don't know if y'all see it or not. Maybe I'm the only one that see that Kim Burrell is reaching for help. Kim needs to be ministered to herself. Or maybe Kim just needs to take herself and give herself some time, and just think about and reflect on her life and what she's done and how she's gotten to this moment and what has upset her. I don't know if it's her private life. I don't know if it's her husband. I don't know if it's her kids. I don't know, whatever it is. But whatever it is, she's taking it out on the people. And I have to see it because she's too overbearing. Kim Burrell is too overbearing. She's too outspoken. And when you got and I'm talking because I've done it. I'm not telling you nothing that I heard somebody say. I'm telling you because I've done it. I've lashed out at people because I was hurt. So I lashed out because I wanted revenge. And I didn't care who I lashed out at. I just lashed out. If it's something that clicked, it clicked, and I lashed out. So maybe something happened prior to Kim Burrell going to that mic that Sunday or Friday, whatever day it was. Maybe something was said or done. Maybe she's going through some internal things. Depression is real. And sometimes you don't see the depression on the outside, but it's stirring up in the inside, and it builds up, and it builds up so hard that you have to release it on somebody. Now, as I said, some people try to take their life when depression sets like that. Maybe Kim feels that she don't have anybody to talk to or nobody to trust. Now, I'm just looking at it from a different perspective right now. Because I did what everybody else did. I lashed out at her because I was angry about what she said and how she said it. I was angry. Because I didn't think that was right. And many of us didn't think it was right. A lot of us are saying, hey, she's supposed to be a woman of God. Why is she talking about people like this? Why is she lashing out at folk like this? All of us have thought that. But we sometimes fail to look at the inner problem, mental problem. Maybe she's dealing with some mental illness. Maybe she's dealing with some depression. You can't say that she's not dealing with it because she's a public figure. or she's a celebrity. You can't say that Kim Burrell ain't, because a lot of celebrities deal with depression and mental illnesses, and they don't let the people see it, but they lash out in different ways. So Kim Burrell could be dealing with that. She could be. She could be dealing with some internal illness. Something drove Kim to the point that she's been lashing out lately. And this is not the first time that Kim Burrell has lashed out, no. But something led her there. Kim Burrell needs to talk to somebody that can minister to her, that she can trust. Because you can't trust everybody that you tell your business to. So things seems to come back and it builds up. And maybe it built up and it built up. And she just lashed out at the people. It happens. So I'm not as angry at Kim Burrell as I was earlier, because I had to look at it from a different perspective, as we would say, a different perspective. We as public figures go through a lot. Half of y'all don't understand half of the stuff that we go through as public figures. We go through a lot. We got to deal with a lot. And it's hard to stand down when you want to bust somebody's head. When you want to bust somebody's head, it's hard to stand down. It's hard to say, I ain't going to entertain that. It's hard to say that. I ain't going to entertain, I'm going to stay up, I'm going to shut up. Y'all know it's hard for me to say it. It's hard for me to say, I don't entertain that. Nah, y'all know me. It's hard for me to shut up. But I've learned to shut up. I've learned that. Hard thing to do, but I learned to shut up. And you know why I learned to shut up? Because I got too much to lose. I worked too hard to get to this place, to let anybody come and try to take what I've worked so hard for. I worked too hard to let anybody try to destroy what I've built up. I started from the bottom, and I'm here. Some of y'all that's on even on the Facebook feed, y'all know it. Juanita has followed me. A lot of y'all have followed me. I started from the bottom, and I'm here. Some people would, you know, she got a smart mouth. Towanna, y'all know how Towanna Murphy is. She got a smart mouth. She this, she that, she that. I know who I am. I know whose I am, and I'm not gonna let nobody tell me what I'm not. People can say what they want to say. People speak negative of me all the time. Do I have to respond to the negativity? No, because I know who I am, I know whose I am, and I know who I belong to. And I know that that's not me. So why respond? Some things don't need to respond. And some people don't respond because they done did it. I have to say some people will respond because they done did it. Jarvis Ray didn't respond because he done did it. But there was always consequences. Don't think you getting away with stuff. Because see, some of these men and women think you getting away with it. Don't think you getting away with it, because it will come back to hunt you. So I try really hard not to do things that I know will come back and bite me in my butt. I try hard not to do that. So that's why I've always been forward with you. I've always been upfront with you. I've always told you if it happened, I'm going to tell you it happened. Y'all know I am not going to lie to you. And y'all know it. If I've been in the wrong, many of y'all know, I would tell you, I was wrong for that, y'all. I did say that I was wrong. I'll tell you if I was wrong. Because that's the kind of person that I am. I'm the kind of person who will tell you when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm going to let you know, oh, I'm wrong. I shouldn't have did that. No, y'all, I was wrong for that. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that messed up. Even if I put something out there And I didn't have all the details. And sometimes y'all know I do stuff. I do stuff. Y'all know I just do stuff. I just do stuff. But lately, I've been watching a lot about what I say and how I say it. Because I went from here to here. So sometimes I've watched a lot about what I say and how I say it. Because I went from down here to here. I'm not this Towanna no more. I'm this Towanna. So now I got to make sure I got everything in order before I put it out there. Because it's got to be right. Not just for what I do on TV or radio. Not because of that. It's because of who I am in the community. What I do for these people. How I do it. When something is bothering me, I say what's bothering me. If somebody has lied on me or told something on me, I'll correct it. I correct it with that person. And if that person don't understand the correction, then oh well. You just don't understand the correction. But I will correct you. I go to another break. Yeah. I do another break. Y'all got to be right back. After this commercial break, you're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 31, Comcast 17, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, On Demand, Facebook, and YouTube Live. Remember, news is news. Facts are facts. It's Ruby sung the blues. Towanna will bring you news. I'll be right back right after this.
Hello, Shelby County. My name is George Dempsey Summers. I am running for the Register of Deeds in the upcoming general election. I'm a lifelong Memphian, married of 20 years. I am currently employed with Shelby County government of 10 years. Prior to that, I was employed with the Memphis City Schools for 31 years. I have been behind the scenes working to serve the community for over 41 years. The reason why I'm running for office is the law on the books needs to be changed. Here in Shelby County, quitclaim deeds are being forged and filed in the Register of Deeds office. That means they are stealing your property. I am asking for your vote to stop the steal. Vote for me, George Dempsey Summers. Early voting, July the 15th. Election day, August the 4th. Stop the steal. Vote George Dempsey Summers, Register of Deeds.
Paid for by Friends of George Summers.
4 years ago, we showed that a kid from Whitehaven, the son of a high school guidance counselor and a repairman, could serve and lead in our community. We showed that our greatest strength in our community is our people. Our community is full of young and young at heart, hopeful and successful, native Memphians and millennials who chose the 901. With your help, we can show the world that we can do it again. Let's get started.
And we're back. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 17, Comcast 31. You can also watch the show on Roku, Apple TV, on Amazon Prime, On Demand, YouTube, Facebook Live, and all of those digital outlets. You can find the Towanna Murphy Show. If you would like to advertise or sponsor or even be a guest on the show, you can call me at 901-437-2717. That's 901-437-2717. Also, Barbara Cooper. Barbara Cooper is running for State Representative District 86. I would like for you to vote for her. If you live in District 86, vote for Barbara Cooper. Vote for Barbara Cooper, District 86. If you are statewide, I want you to vote for George Dempsey Summers, who is running for Register of Deeds. Y'all, it's time for us to make a change in this city, and it's time for us to stop voting on namesake. Namesake has not done anything for our city. We need people in here that's going to do the job and do the job well. Also, Steve Morroy, who is running for district attorney, I want you to vote for him. And Mary Lee Harris is running for re-elect. So I would like for you to vote for him. Let's jump back into the story of Kim Burrell, y'all, because I'm telling y'all, I was in my little groove before George came and took me out of here, y'all. I was in the groove for a minute. I was in there, but I wanted to just stress the fact about Kim Burrell being a woman of God on the platform in which she holds down. We have problems. We go through situations. We go through relationships and breakups, and we go through financial problems. We go through health issues. There's a lot of things that we go through, and it mentally takes a toll on you because you're still trying to hold this mantle all the way here. So in the public, your mantle is here, but in private, you're here. You feel low. You feel worthless. You feel like you're just nothing. Because you feel that you can't be yourself around people. You can't talk to people when you get to that level because you are afraid that somebody is going to blast your business. And I agree. You can't talk to everybody. I just so happen to have a good circle of people that listen to me when I'm going through. And I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. I have been through some salmonella boo-boo. I've been through some foolishness. But I had my friends there to coach me through it, to pray me through it. Sometimes I even cried. I even get on the phone and start boo-hooing. They know I'll cry in a minute. Because that's how I deal with it. That's how I deal with the stress, the daily stress of being a public figure. Because I have people that actually pray for me, talk to me, there for me. And they ain't on Facebook blasting my business, even though I can blast it myself. But I'm just saying, I got people there that keeps me structured and keep me balanced, they keep me stable. But everybody don't have that. Kim Burrell may not have that team of people that's around her because she's probably pushed them all away because she believes that she can't trust anybody. So I can't take it to I can't, and for some of y'all that's just watching or just tuned into the show on network or the people that's on Facebook, I did say something about Kim. I did, but I had to look at Kim. She's going through some stuff, and she has to deal with that. But who can she trust? Y'all be honest with me. Who can she trust that won't go out there and blast her business? Who can Kim Burrell trust? Who can she trust? I had friends like that once. I had friends like that. I had friends like that I thought I couldn't trust them. And I was right. Because they went and turned on me so quick, made my head spin. Yes, they did. So quick, made my head spin and did some underhanded stuff to me too. But see, the key thing to that is when you grow, when God starts to elevate you, your friends, all the friends that you had up here, they go down here. These friends here. Everybody that's in your circle. Everybody that was rocking with you at the time. Let me tell y'all something. You can't take everybody with you. Let me make that clear. You cannot take everybody with you. I had to learn that the hard way that everybody is not meant to go with Towanna Murphy. Family, friends, buddies, when you get to a high position in your life, you can't take everybody with you because the same people you take with you are the same people that's going to bring you down. It's the people that are close to you that's the ones going to hurt you. It's the people that's close. People that you call your buddies, your friends, your brother, your sisters. Those are the ones that's going to hurt you. You can't take everybody with you. I had to learn that. I had 3 people that I trust in my circle. 3. And when I'm going through, no 5 now, I take that back. I got 5, I take that back. I went from 3 to 5 because my other 2 are not only my sisters, they are my mentors and they're older, they're in their 60s. And they mentor me and they pray with me and they talk to me and they tell me when I'm out of pocket. My 3 friends does that too. I mean, give and take. So I can count how many people I got in my corner. I can say 8. From 20 to 8. That's how many people I got in my corner that I can talk to. Because I got 3 best friends that's been my best friends for over 20 years. That's Trinetta, Renisha, Sharama. They've been my best friends for over 20 years. We've danced together, we've cried together, we've traveled together since we were, 13, 14 years old. We've been all over the world, Africa, China, We've been all over the world. Those are my 3 best friends that we have shared our life with each other from age 13 to 29. We've been with each other because we've traveled with each other. We've danced with each other. We've shared private things with each other because those are my sisters. And anything that I said to Renisha, Trinetta, Sharama, it stayed with Renisha, Trinetta, Sharama because they've been my friends since I was 13 years old. Then there's my Tonys. My manager been with me 11 years now. She's been there through my ups, downs, and we argue like cats and dogs. I'm not going to tell you that me and my manager don't argue because we argue like cats and dogs. We go for it. But at the end of the day, she got my back. At the end of the day, Tony McIntosh got my back. She got my back. We argue because I'm stubborn. My team know I'm stubborn. Tony Morrow know I'm stubborn. She been at my back for 9 years. I'm stubborn. They know it. I'm going to tell y'all I'm stubborn. But guess what? I got somebody to talk to when I'm going through. I got somebody to call when I want to cry. I got somebody to call when I want to fuss and go off. I got people to call. I can get on the phone and talk to my friends, talk to them and say, hey, listen, this is what I'm going through. I can call Deborah and Linda, my older sisters. I can call them too and tell them this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. And they're going to give me advice. Because I have a team. I got something solid. And maybe Kim Burrell don't have that solidness that she needs because she's afraid to reach out to somebody because she knows they're going to tell her business. So she don't have no place to go but to lash out at other people. She probably didn't mean that. But she's going through something. Kim Burrell is going through something because she's been lashing out for the last few years. Something is bothering Kim Burrell. She is going through something. And whatever that something is, Kim can't give it to anybody. But I am grateful being a public figure. And it's hard. It is. It's hard being a public figure because you go through so much. I go through so much. But I got a team that I can talk to. That's why I ain't lost my mind, because I got a team. Kim Burrell probably don't have a team like I got. I got a team that's going to rock with me. They're going to tell me if I'm out of pocket. They know I'm stubborn. I tell them in a minute, they know I'm stubborn. My team know I'm stubborn. They know I'm stubborn. They know I'm a buck against the grain. They just know it. Because they've been with me. Tony Morrow been with me 9 years. She know I'm a buck against the grain. She know I'm be ready to fight too. Tony McIntosh been with me 12 years. She's been my rock. Before Tony Morrow came along, she's been my rock. Tony McIntosh has been my rock because she's been there. Through the times I was homeless, when I was sleeping in my car, Tony has been there. She's been there. She's been my rock, and she's still there. So she was there in my valley experience, and guess what? She's still here when I came out of it. So anything that I do, I make sure Tony's straight. Tony McIntosh is straight. Tony Morrow straight. Because they was there when I had nothing. Nothing. Didn't even know Tony Morrow. Didn't know her from Adam. Didn't know her. That girl reached out to me and said, do you need anything? You hungry? She knew I was hungry because I was hungry. And we've been friends 9 years. From the time she said you hungry, because she knew I was hungry. That's how me and Tony Morrow become like this. So I got a team that started from the bottom with me. And I'm here. They here with me too. So that's my team. Now one time if I seen them go back and tell my business. Now one time if they shot me down about something that they knew I was dead wrong about. That I knew that they knew I was dead wrong. But they came to me. And boss lady, you out of pocket for this one, boss lady. I got a team. A real team. I ain't got no fake team. They turn around, they talk about me, oh, they talking about you behind your back. You ain't gonna talk about nothing that I can't tell you myself. I tell you myself. But I got a real team that pray with me, cry with me, and guess what? I do the same for them. I pray with them, I cry with them, and sometimes they're a blessing to me just like sometimes I'm a blessing to them. We're a blessing to each other. Then Rosemary came along after Tony. So a team of women that support me. Team of women that know that the higher I go, the more they got to cover me. I got a team. Kim Burrell don't have that team. Because if Kim Burrell had that team, she wouldn't be lashing out at the people. She's been lashing out at the people for the last 4 years. She's been lashing out at the people. She's hurting. I took it the wrong way. I took it just like everybody else took it with Kim Burrell. I got angry and said she out of pocket. I'm not supporting her. That's what I said. I'm going to tell y'all no lie. That's what I said. I ain't supporting her. I ain't going to go to her. I'm not buying her music. I'm not going to nothing she did. I said that. How could she call somebody ugly? I said that. And I said that because I was angry at her. Because she called the saints ugly. She disrespected the people that supports her. The people that came to sit in those seats because they heard that Kim Burrell was going to be there just to get disrespected. So I felt some type of way. I did. But I also had to look at it differently as I was getting ready for this show tonight. And I said, how am I going to approach this show? How am I going to approach this topic with Kim Burrell? Will I shoot up? I had to think of it because I had to remember who I am now. Took me a minute, y'all. But I had to remember who I am now and where I'm going and what I've become. So I can't shoot off the way I wanted to shoot off, but then I had to look at it from another way. Because, I went to college. I got some college knowledge now. I went to college. I got some degrees. And psychology was one of them things that I did. Sociology and psychology was two of those classes that I took. And in those classes, you have to go back and examine yourself. And then you have to examine that person that did that and said that. Something is going on with Kim Burrell. The saints need to pray for her. She needs help. And I hope y'all see that. So no, I don't have thousands and hundreds of people watching my Facebook Live or my TV show. They watching right now. But for my Facebook Live, I don't have hundreds of thousands of people watching me because I'm not disrespecting her and I'm not going off on her. I'm telling you what the solution is. She needs help. Kim is going through some mental things right now. She's going through some mental problems. She's going through some issues that she can't talk to nobody about. So she needs help, and she's lashing out, and she's trying to tell y'all that she needs help. So the people that stand next to her, the people with all these accolades, all these bishops and pastors and evangelists that say they love Kim so much, then reach out to her. Reach out to her. Something is going on with her, Victoria. Something going on. Maybe she needs to take time for herself and sit down and think about some things that she's going through. Maybe she has to. She needs to. Everything, I got to get ready to get out of here because I'm from George. Everything that glitters is not gold. Just know that. Everything that you see in front of that TV is not happy. And remember this, if you don't take anything with you, remember this, as public figures, we have a job to do. We have a mantle to uphold, and we have to stay there. So don't think that things that you do in your private life is private, because it's not. You have to be careful what you do and how you do it. We as public figures have to walk a fine line. George, George sitting in here, he know. George, no. I got a celebrity behind the camera right now. George Dean is behind the camera. I got a celebrity behind the camera. Guess what? There's a fine line that we got to walk. We cannot do mean, disrespectful, nasty stuff behind closed doors and don't think that it's not going to come out to the public, because it is. It may not get you now, but it will get you later. Just ask R. Kelly. Ask Bill Cosby. Just ask all those people that got in trouble for doing some stuff that they did 30, 25 years ago. Ask George Ray now, because he on the chopping block too. So remember, whatever you do in private and you're a public figure, it does come out in public. It may not hurt you now, but it will hurt you later. I got to get out of here. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 17, Comcast 31, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Prime On Demand, YouTube, and Facebook Live. Remember, news is news. Facts is facts. Miss Ruby sung the blues. And Towanna going to bring you the news. Until Wednesday night, good night, and better tomorrows.
We're gonna make you fall in love with SVP TV.